if you're single, you are going to come across a lot of interesting women. And when I say interesting, I'm not necessarily saying in a good way. So in this video, I'm going to cover the 3 red flags in dating women today. And some of these things, some of these red flags you've probably not heard of or a variation of, but keep watching because the biggest one is the last one, saving the best for last. This is the biggest red flag of all right, is number 3. Okay, so let's get into these 3 things. I'm going to categorize these 3 things in this way: fakeism, feminism, and narcissism. Okay, I'm using these isms because they make sense once you hear this out. All right, so first, fakeism. What do I mean by this? Fakeism, I've had more issues, more problems with dating women that have fake lashes, fake tits, fake nails, fake lips, fake ass. Okay, BBL. If they have a lot of fake things on them, about them, it is always a problem. This has been my experience. I've been on hundreds of first dates, and I've dated a lot. I was married before for 20 years, and I've been single now for 3 years at the time of publishing this video. And so I know a lot about this. And man, imagine you're out of the game for actually was 22 years, not married 22 years, but in a relationship for 22 years. All of a sudden, boom, older guy, now, single, divorced. And this is like, dating is different today than it was 22 years ago. So actually 25 years ago. So, all right. So anytime I've had problems with women and their personalities, it's because they've got a lot of fake stuff about them, right? Not necessarily one thing, but I can think of one woman where she had fake lashes, and she just had problems in her personality, insecurities, whatever it was, and attitude problems. Women with fake boobs. Fake nails is a bit of an exception, but I remember dating this one woman, and she had fake nails. Actually, several women with fake nails, and again, problems. Fake lips. When I say fake lips, if they've had Botox, right? They've got the blowjob lips. Okay, I went out a few times with some women like that because it wasn't too much, and I was like, when I decided to do this video, I was like, shit, fakeism is a problem and is a red flag. Okay, and I'm not even including this as a yellow flag. If you see a woman that she's got fake lashes, that's actually a red flag because it's going to mean you have a higher chance of her having attitude issues. Okay, same thing with she's got fake tits, she's got fake nails, you know the list. So moving on, number 2, feminism. Ooh, yeah. So feminism, basically, women think that these are the women out there that think men and women are equal. No, we're not fucking equal. We're not at all, right? We are very, very different, and we complement each other. But when you see on dating apps, if you see this on dating apps, guys, I'm telling you, you do you, but I'm telling you from my experience, if she has, what are some, social causes that you're passionate about, and one of them's feminism, I swipe left, gone. No, hell no, right? You're on a date, and she's talking about feminism, and she's talking about, equal rights and all this shit. Okay, look, yes, equal rights, but we're not equal. Men and women are not equal, okay? We are faster, stronger, right? We do more dangerous jobs than women do. Women do not want to do the dangerous jobs. Women will go on and on. These feminists will go on and on about how they're paid 70 cents to the dollar. Well, yeah, you know what? And this is all based on taking all the jobs, all the incomes that men do, and all the jobs and all the incomes that women do. And yeah, there's 70 cents to the dollar, but what they're not including is, wait a minute, the jobs that pay the highest amount that only men are doing pretty much are the dangerous fucking jobs. The dangerous, dirty jobs. Oil rigs, firefighters, police officers, army, hanging off buildings, washing windows, construction, all these things. A lot of dangerous mining jobs. Women have it easy, okay? And there's people that might get upset with me saying this, but in relation to jobs, in relation to the things that are needed to make the society run as a country, right? The infrastructure, all that stuff. In terms of that, women have it easy because men are doing all these jobs. And if you don't believe me, you can just research it. A bit of a rant here. But only 5% of the employees working on oil rigs are women. Only 5% of firefighters are women, okay? Only 15% are police officers, and only 15% are, wait a minute, I'm getting my statistics mixed up. Whatever. So, 15% are police officers, and 15% are in the army, okay? 5% are firefighters, and 5% work on oil rigs in terms of women being in those jobs. I live in Atlanta, a big city, and there's construction all around me. Guess who's doing all this? It's all guys. And women complain that they're not getting paid enough. Okay, if they provide the same value in the same job, they're going to get paid the same, pretty much. Women also have a hard time negotiating salaries. Is another reason why men get paid typically more, is because they negotiate salaries. But whose fault is that? That's not a guy's fault. It's on the woman to negotiate better. But in general, this whole it's total bullshit. This whole pay wage gap thing. No, doesn't exist. It's because that statistics are based on all the jobs that men do and all the pays that the guys do, and most women do not want to do the dirty, hard jobs that men are doing. Okay, so feminism, be very, very careful with that, because she has this in her mind that anything a man can do, a woman can do better, or any of this nonsense, which is total garbage. So be careful of feminism. That's number 2. Number 3 is the one I wanted you guys to pay attention to, and that's narcissism. So what do I mean by this? Narcissism is you can't bring anything to their attention. This is actually, most women are narcissists to say this, right? You can't bring anything to their attention that's constructive, that they're doing wrong, because they'll try to gaslight you and try to make it your fault. Well, I wouldn't have reacted that way if you didn't, if you put the dishes in the dishwasher. Meanwhile, they're being a total bitch. So narcissism exists, and just be very, very careful, guys, of women trying to gaslight you and blame you for their fuck-ups when they can't take accountability and responsibility for their actions. This is a lot of women out there. And to prove my point, I've had many, many, many Uber rides, right? I usually in an Uber get talking about this channel, and it makes for a very fascinating conversation with these Uber drivers, especially if they're women. And I would say this has happened probably 10, 15 times where I've asked the Uber driver, I'm like, let me ask you this. And I ask them this question. I say, has it been your experience that women have a hard time taking constructive feedback and responsibility for their actions? Every single woman Uber driver has said, yeah, that's a problem that women have. We have a very hard time taking criticism, constructive criticism, and taking accountability and responsibility for our fuck-ups. Okay, so narcissism, it's real, and be very, very careful of that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Drop a comment, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.